Good evening. In response to my last video on my last compassionate inquiry session, I got a message from somebody that I haven't seen in a while, and I asked her whether I could share a portion of it. So I'm just going to read it out to you because I think that there's something really important in that. This morning I watched your compassionate inquiry video twice. It prompted a lot of thinking, trying to put words on impressions I felt, thoughts and reflections. First of all, it gave me a feeling of utter confusion. What does it mean indeed? How can it translate on a day-to-day level, in a mundane life with people around you? Is it even compatible with a mundane life? It left me with a lingering impression that as you delve deeper into such existential questions, I get lost. It feels to me you're getting more and more out of reach into those ethereal realms, where while I remain firmly stuck on the ground with my little battles against my little demons, the gaps widening. I actually don't mind doing mundane now and then, letting my hair down, being goofy, spontaneous, chit-chatty, playful. I must admit that I thought to myself, the next time I meet up with you, I won't know what to say, what to talk about. Is there anything left to say, to add? Sourdough, kombucha, rain, insomnia, Hindi, meditation, health, food? All was already said. All is already known, has been pondered, questioned, debated, tried and tested. After reading that message, I thought this is a beautiful opportunity to remind you once again that whatever I'm sharing are snapshots. They are not necessarily representative of my life, right? The last snapshot was the video I made after the compassionate inquiry session. So obviously that session lasted for 1.5 hours, and after that I was in a very, I would say very moved, very calm, very connected, very emotional, beautiful space, actually, I would say. But that is not representative of my everyday life. So as much as I would like to say that doing everything with love and devotion is the absolute priority in my life, meaning it's in the front of my mind all the time, well, it would be a lie if I were to say so. And I don't want to create any illusions. In fact, Gabor Mate himself repeatedly reminds people that the way he is perceived as the public figure Gabor Mate is not at all what he is in real life. Yeah, he doesn't present himself as this perfect guru that has absolutely no flaws. Totally on the contrary, he regularly makes people understand that he has stumbled and messed up so much in his life and is still messing up things. And I think that is much more helpful. Now, we have enough gurus, so-called gurus in this world, and I don't think it really helps anyone. I don't want to create any false image or persona. That is the last thing I want to do. So just to give you an example, yesterday and today, I ended up having coffee, for example, is something that really doesn't do me good, and is one thing I had decided I will drop. And whoops, there I find myself having some coffee and wondering like, why am I doing that? And there it is again. Notice it, bring awareness, and then compassionately acknowledge it and let go. So, and I'm not saying coffee is a big thing or anything. Yep, it's just one little stupid example, that just come into mind right now. Yeah, we might laugh about it when we detect it in other people, but I think we're very prone to frame very stereotypical images about, let's say, spiritual personalities, the guru with the certain outfit and the way he behaves and all the rest of it. I think we are much more influenced and conditioned than we would like to admit, and I don't think it's helpful. It's just boxes. It's like a little jail, right? And yeah, even though we might laugh about it, is actually, I think we take it much more seriously, and we're much more influenced by it than we think. Yeah, so just wanted to let you know that I still have both feet on the ground and I haven't drifted off in some distant ethereal realms. In fact, I really prefer interacting with people that don't claim to be super spiritually evolved, and it's absolutely not necessary that every conversation has to have spiritual depth or all of that. It can be very mundane, I find. It can be really playful and silly, and I don't know what. I just find it important that the lightness is actually there. I think I've expressed that earlier. For me, I find it irritating if one suppresses something that actually wants to be felt and expressed, and then puts a level of fake lightness on top of it. I'm not good at dealing with that. But like, take children for example, right? I find they're absolutely marvelous at connecting with somebody in no time, just doing something that they're interested in. Any kind of activity, any kind of game, anything interesting, engaging, and within minutes there is a deep connection, right? Yeah, I think that's it for me. Is somebody genuine, authentic? And then how that really looks, I don't really think that matters so much.